Look at this little girl. She runs barefoot along the shore in a village called Magdala. She laughs loudly. She doesn't care who hears her. She is completely free. Have you ever felt like that? Completely free, afraid of nothing? This girl was about to lose that freedom, and one day a man was going to give it back to her, forever. This is the story of Mary Magdalene, and it ends exactly where it begins. Stay, and you'll understand why. Mary grew up in Magdala, a fishing village by the Sea of Galilee. As a girl, she shared the table with her family every evening. Bread, fish, laughter. But something began to change in her. The Bible tells it this way: 7 demons had taken hold of her heart. Picture 7 invisible chains pulling tighter and tighter. Mary no longer laughed the way she used to. The village feared her. She feared herself too. No one in Magdala knew how to help her until one day, walking along that very shore, someone appeared who did. That man was Jesus of Nazareth. He wasn't afraid of Mary. He looked straight into her eyes, the way no one else ever dared. And with a single word, he broke the 7 invisible chains. For the first time in years, Mary could breathe in peace. It wasn't magic, it was mercy, receiving love exactly when you deserve it least and need it most. Mary looked down at her own free hands. She could hardly believe it. And Mary made a decision that surprised the whole village. She didn't stay in Magdala. She went after Jesus. Mary joined a group of women who traveled with Jesus from town to town. They shared everything they had: food, a place to sleep, care for those weary from the road. Mary got so good at preparing meals that she sometimes forgot to eat her own. One day, a disciple told her, "Mary, you always serve everyone else first. What about you?" She smiled. "I already ate what I needed most, being here." Every night they sat together around a fire, sharing bread. Jesus always spoke of a kingdom coming for everyone, even for those the world had thrown away. Mary didn't know those simple suppers by the road were only the beginning. The most important supper hadn't come yet. One night, in a room in Jerusalem, Jesus gathered with his 12 closest disciples. He took bread, broke it, and said, "This is my body, given for you." Mary wasn't in that room, but very soon, in a way no one expected, she would understand it better than almost anyone. That same night, Jesus was arrested. Almost all his friends ran away, afraid. Mary didn't. The next day, Mary did something very few dared. She stayed. At the foot of the cross, when almost everyone else had left, Mary was still there. She couldn't make the pain stop, but she could stay. So she stayed. Staying when everything seems over, that too is a way of loving. When they took Jesus' body down, Mary helped prepare it with fragrant oils. They couldn't finish before the day of rest began. They would have to come back. Mary thought she was only going to finish one last sad task. She had no idea that morning was about to change the history of the whole world.
Sunday, very early, still dark, Mary went alone to the tomb with the oils. The stone sealing the entrance had been rolled away. The body was gone. Frightened, she ran to tell Peter and John, "They have taken my Lord." They ran, saw the folded cloths, and went home, not understanding. Mary stayed behind, crying alone by the empty entrance. She looked inside and saw 2 angels dressed in white sitting where the body had been. "Why are you crying?" they asked. "They took my Lord, and I don't know where they put him," she said through tears. She turned around and saw a man standing there. She thought he was the gardener. "Sir, if you took him, tell me where." The man said only one word: "Mary." And with just that word, she knew who he was. "Rabboni," she cried out, which means teacher. The same Jesus of the broken bread, alive, forever, standing right in front of her. Jesus gave her a mission. "Go tell my brothers I am going to my Father." Mary wasn't crying anymore. She was running to tell something no one else had seen. Mary ran to where the disciples were, out of breath, hardly able to speak. "I have seen the Lord." Some of the disciples thought it was nonsense. She insisted anyway. Mary, once bound by 7 invisible chains, became the first to announce that Jesus had risen. That is why centuries later, the Church still calls her Apostle to the Apostles, the messenger sent to the messengers. And now comes the best part. What does this story have to do with you today? 1. Mary wasn't perfect. She wasn't important or famous either. She was bound by dark things she couldn't break on her own. And still, Jesus looked at her first. He called her by name first. If you ever feel like something in you is too broken to be loved, remember Mary. She was called by name too. 2. The same Jesus who broke the bread and who appeared alive to Mary is still present today in every church in the Eucharist. He isn't a memory. He is himself, real, waiting for you to recognize him, just like Mary did that morning in the garden. Do you remember the little girl who ran free along the shore of the lake? The ending is exactly where it began. Stay for the last 30 seconds. Do you remember the girl who ran barefoot along the shore of the lake, completely free? That girl grew up. She lost her freedom for years. And one morning, beside an empty tomb, she got it back forever with a single word, her own name. Mary Magdalene spent her whole life running. She ran away from freedom, and she ran all the way back to it. Today, every July 22nd, the whole church remembers the woman who was the first to see the risen Christ and the first to tell the world. The small red sanctuary lamp, alone, glowing in the dim light. Is there something in your life you wish you could be free from? Tell us in the comments. And if you want to meet the next superhero of faith, subscribe so you don't miss it.